This is an unsponsored video that contains products provided without charge by the manufacturer for demonstration purposes. All opinions are my own. This is the 5th video in my family room makeover series. So far, I showed how to install the direct vent for the fireplace, the gas line, the framing, and the floor. Today I'm going to focus on the built-ins and the mantle. Here you can see the finished product that I'm working towards. The inspiration to do built-ins under a wall-to-wall mantle came from this photo on Pinterest. Before I installed the floor, I built bases for the built-ins on either side of the fireplace. They were attached to the floor with construction adhesive and my power nailer, just like the other framing.
Fire in the hole!
This early mock-up of the mantle gives a cutaway view of how it's made. Other than the plywood top, all the other parts are 1x4 pine. The benefit of this design is it allows for subtle variations in the floor while keeping the mantle perfectly level. I wanted to use the cabinet to the left of the fireplace to hold any TV media components, such as a cable box or Blu-ray player. So before assembling that cabinet, I needed to cut 2 holes for power and other cables. Note how I covered the jigsaw base with painter's tape to prevent it from scratching the cabinet. The orange box is open in the back, and that's for the media cables, and the blue box is for the power outlet. I pre-wired the outlet with 2 lines. One would connect to the original box in the wall, and the other would bring power to the rest of the outlets around the fireplace. I'm sure you can guess where I got these cabinets. Yep, they're the same kind of IKEA wall cabinets that I used to make my platform bed. Except they're taller. These are 40 inches and have much nicer glass doors. Now, what good are glass doors and shelves without cabinet lights? I installed these small Ledberg puck lights in the cabinets next. I positioned the lights directly behind each door, 1 in the single cabinets and 2 in the doubles. They provide just the right amount of accent lighting. The stock wires were plenty long enough for me to put the power supplies under the fireplace, where I could easily replace them if necessary. With the power turned off, I removed the outlets behind both built-ins, and I connected the media cabinet to the existing circuit. I installed 2 HDMI cables and a coax cable to this media plate. It also has an Ethernet jack, and I ran a network cable, but I chose to run it to the smart TV instead. All of this can be changed anytime. For example, I can always snake another HDMI cable to the TV if I want to add a game system.
Alright, let me give you an update, and this is a big moment. I have my laser level magnetically attached to my work light here. And it is right at the top, even with the top of the, here, let me turn that light down. Even with the top of that board, this is the fascia board that is going to go across the entire mantle, the most important board. It was a 16-foot board that I had to cut down to fit wall to wall. And you can see the laser is just right at the top of the board. Hopefully you can see it on my hand. And there's the laser line on the back wall there. So I'm going to have supports at that level. And the mantle itself is going to lay from the supports back there onto this board. And this board will be attached in the corners too. And of course it'll be attached to the fireplace. But the cabinets are installed completely at this point, and they're just screwed down in the bottom. There's 4 screws in the corner, and 3 in the little ones, and the cabinets are also screwed together, and I have spacer filler strips on both sides. Don't worry about gaps, because over here the stone will cover it, and over there I'll just caulk it. Not a big deal. The walls are not straight, and you just got to deal with that. And the next step is to cut the boards for that fill in here. It's like a step mantle. You can see the cabinets have lights in them, and I drilled through the top because the top is going to be, of course, hidden by the mantelpiece. The whole shelf will go over that. So this is just out of the box, just the wiring came through these holes. And what I did is I put the power supplies underneath the fireplace with an Insteon controller so that I can turn them on and off with a button. I don't know if you could see this button, but it says wall unit right there. And that was the big wall unit we had on the wall, but now I've reprogrammed it so that when I hit that button, watch, the lights go on over there.
I made the mantel shelf from a 4x8 sheet of 3/4 inch birch plywood, cut to left and right pieces. I joined the two pieces together using glue and biscuits, which fit into slots cut with a biscuit joiner. I also nailed it around the edges too. The mantel shelf certainly isn't strong enough for someone to stand on, but it's fine for decorations and anything else we'd want to put on it. I added another fascia board in front to cover the edge of the plywood and make the mantel look like a big chunky piece of wood. I painted it white after the stone was installed. Then I added molding to cover any gaps and the decorative blocks to add detail. This gave us the exact look we were going for. Thanks for watching.
Fire in hole! This one goes to the fireplace. There is a shutoff valve there.
Hey, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click that bell icon so you can make sure you'll see every one of the videos in this series as they come out. Thanks for watching.